to be honest.
Yeah.
Cause how the promo they had at the Go Home show where Eddie Kingston was like, "You better kill me." Yeah. You thinking like, "Oh, so they gonna really be about to be about that." like. I mean, not like I ain't expect like Moxley to pull out a gun and shoot Eddie Kingston or something like that. But like I'm expecting like, I mean, it was
everything short of murder.
Like they had like the spots, especially like the part where Moxley got thrown onto the thumbtacks.
Yeah.
And when he was trying to,
I did like how after he got thrown on the thumbtacks, he got the damn bottle of alcohol and poured it on his back. I was like, damn, that's like some real world gangster shit right there.
I personally, I wanted to see Eddie Kingston win because, dude,
I think a lot of people did.
Him at the belt would have. I say Moxley had a good run. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, Eddie Kingston, like I said, dude's been in the business like 18 years, 20 years, almost about 20 years, and like I said, guy can great talker. He has that. His Eddie Kingston's promos are like he remind me of like he remind you of that dude like that.
He'd be another one that would be good with Taz too. Well, I know Taz. He's a talker and Taz is a talker too. But I think they will mesh well together like a faction. Yeah.
And like with Eddie Kingston, man, it's like that. He has that like he talks. It reminds you of like the old school like street dude. That street dude who'd be like, yeah, I'll do this, that.
Yeah.
And don't talk about my mama. I beat your ass like type.
That's the other reason why I thought this match was gonna be really violent because they
Bobby,
brought up
shut your ass up.
What he said?
Talking about some Eddie can't wrestle. Bobby, if you ain't sitting down, sit your ass down. Talking about Eddie can't wrestle. I'm gonna tell him. That's why Elias garbage.
Yo,
Eddie Kingston's a better wrestler than Elias. Facts.
All right, that was AEW's Full Gear pay-per-view. I thought it was an okay pay-per-view. Probably, I ain't gonna say their best pay-per-view, but probably one of their better pay-per-views.
I'll give it it was a solid 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. And
7.5.
Like I said, the only takeaways I got is like, there's no clear, definite what somebody is in AEW, like faces, heels. Like I said, Kenny Omega was a heel in his match. Then he comes out later in the show when the Young Bucks won and does face stuff.
And then you had Homeboy in the back.
Yeah, then you had Hangman
Page in the back looking like a bit.
Yeah, he looking like he lurking. Yeah.
If y'all know that SpongeBob meme where they have him looking out the window, that's what Hangman Page was doing. Just like, I can't believe y'all celebrating without me.
Exactly. And like I said, like you just don't know. Like they do healer stuff and then come around and do babyface stuff, and I'm like, what the hell? Is this guy?
That was like when you remember before the Bucks had this match with FTR?
Yeah.
They were like super kicking people.
Yeah.
It was like they were turning heel.
Yeah.
And then they just stopped. Like they were super kicking everybody, and it was just
getting fined and just throwing money.
And then all of a sudden, like they went back to just like babyfaces. Like we didn't see what we just seen.
Exactly. But yeah, that was Full Gear in a nutshell. We're going to go to the weekly shows. We're not going to run down every match on every show because that'd take us forever. But we're going to sort of do like highlights. So we're going to kick it off with Raw. Or do you want to do AEW?
Let's do Raw.
Okay.
Because I didn't see much of Raw.
Okay. So Raw, the only thing that really came out of there was...
I think they did like I know it was like, wasn't there like AJ Styles was trying to like...
Yeah, they did the code names with Team Raw. Matt Riddle was like, yo, we should use code names for, so we can get, jail. And like, everybody was like, what was it? AJ was the skipper. Braun was Mongoose. Keith Lee was Broly. And Sheamus was Fireface. And Matt Riddle was Dopey.
Bobby said, Raw was a sorry show. Well, that's true. Yeah. You wouldn't be the first that thought that, Bobby.
Yeah.
Raw has been cow shit lately.
Yeah. But that was a big noticeable moment on Raw. I don't think... Oh, we learned the Hurt Business has a tag title match next week. Actually, Raw next week is supposed to be loaded, to tell you the truth. We got a WWE title match and a tag team title match. So,
oh yeah, Drew McIntyre and Randy fight right for the title.
Yeah,
It was McIntyre and Orton. No, and that's the thing. It's predictable though. Like when they have like those title matches on Raw, it's predictable. Like I wish they'd go back to the days where it'd be like you would be surprised when I remember. Remember when Kane won the WWF title from Stone Cold Steve Austin that match? Yeah. You thought Kane would have had a long title reign, and then he lost the belt the next night on Raw.
Hell yeah!
Like that's what they need to go back to, like unpredict. Like that's one of the issues. Like they need to go back to unpredictability. Because I personally don't think that. I think Orton retains against Drew, and then they're gonna have another match at Survivor Series because
I think a lot of people have gotten tired of Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre now. I think you got to cool off on them and then come back to them later on. But I think right now, I think people are ready to see like a new challenger for the WWE title.
But that's what WWE do too, though. Yeah. Like they'll run the hell out of a feud.
And that's the thing, though. Like they just recently started getting back to that. You remember when like past champions had the belt? I mean, like just not too long ago, if you vied for the title and you lost, or you lost the title, it wasn't no damn rematch used at the back of the line. Now it's like, hell, we had like 4 or 5 matches out of damn Drew and Orton now
for the title. And I'm like, I'm thinking like with the whole when Orton and Drew feuded, I thought, all right, they have Orton win one, Drew win one, then Drew win the rubber match, and that was it for Orton. I'm like, they had these dudes wrestle. They stretched them out for 3 or 4 pay-per-views before Orton won the belt off of Drew. Yeah, and my thing is, that's one issue with it. They like I said, they extend feuds for entirely too long.
Yeah,
I don't remember back like when Alberto Del Rio had just came into WWE. You remember like for like 3 or 4 months in a row he wrestled Rey Mysterio on SmackDown.
And that was Andrade.
And then they did that to Andrade and Rey Mysterio. It was like, all right, let's get a Mexican wrestler that we want to push to the moon and feud him with Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
That'll get ratings.
Yeah, it don't.
Titus O'Neil got his ass whooped.
Yeah. I see who took on Bobby. I was thinking, like, who the hell took on Bobby?
He started off strong, too. I swear I should do, like, a reaction to Titus O'Neil matches on Raw. I should just start doing reactions to those. Because I started off, I was like, okay, Titus, you're starting off strong. He was throwing hands, and then he got put in the hurt lock, and I was like, God
all
dang.
It took was one. I think he went for one punch and missed, and damn Lashley speared him. And then next thing you know, he in the damn hurt lock.
Hurt lock. Game over. I was like, damn, Titus.
I was like, damn, he come out there wrestling in his pants and everything.
He came out there wrestling in pants and damn.
I like him. I think he's still on Raw Underground.
Don't get me started on him in Raw Underground. Came out there looking tough and got his ass whooped. I'm still mad about that. They had my boy Titus out there. He came out there looking tough, like he was beating everybody, and then he got knocked out. He got knocked out with one punch by something Riddick. Then Riddick Moss knocked his ass out, and then he fought Braun. He started off strong against Braun Strowman, and he got choked out. And I was like, God dang it! I'm like, and that's the thing. Like Titus, if you gave him like a proper mouthpiece, he could. I think he. Well,
you know when they did the whole thing with him asking to be in the Hurt Business, I was like, hopefully they put him in there because I think he'd fit in great with that group. You know, added muscle to the group already. He'd be, you know how like the Nation had like 5 members and had Kama Mustafa before Mark Henry came in, and that was like added muscle. I'm like, okay,
that makes sense. I would have, because I think, and the thing is like the fact that they like made Titus's character so damn goofy.
Yeah,
I think he could have been like a Big E type, like that's who would be a perfect member in the Hurt Business, Big E. To be honest with you, like have Big E. But Titus is just like I said, he got his ass.
Like you know, if you ever go back and like look at like you know when Titus O'Neil was I guess with the Primetime Players, and even when he came in on his own before the Primetime Players, they always said that he had everything it took to be like WWE champion. And I'm like, okay, they're like, oh, in the future, you know, Titus O'Neil might headline a WrestleMania. I don't know. That's what they say. You go back and listen. That's what they say.
They used
to say the same thing about Kofi Kingston. And I was like, Kofi Kingston ain't winning no WWE champion. And then he came up and won that shit.
But the thing is, with Titus, like, there were points where they could have pushed Titus as like a badass.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I don't say it was when it was a match on. It was either a match on Raw or it was a pay-per-view match where they were about to fight the Shield, and like right in the match, like you see Titus in Roman Reigns' face, like they like what's good, like and I believed it because I'm like, look, Titus a big dude, and I'm like he'll slap the shit out of you and just like he fall like.
You know the funny thing is too, like in real life, like backstage, I heard that he's like a locker room leader. Like when they was talking about bringing in Hulk Hogan, he was one of the guys who opposed that because he was like, hell, he said all this stuff, and y'all want to bring him back and everything. And he ain't even apologized. And then when Hogan supposedly apologized, he's like, that was no sincere apology. He was just like, hey, sorry I got caught. He didn't say, I'm sorry for the, that ain't what I'm about. And he still is a critic of Hulk Hogan to this day. But he does a lot of charity work.
Yeah, he does a lot of, that's the one thing. He does a lot of charity work for WWE. He's one of, he's, basically, whenever he start wrestling, he's probably.
I think if it wasn't for that charity work, I think he'd probably be gone by now.
Yeah, especially after what he did with that, when he grabbed Vince.
Oh yeah.
You see Vince.
I thought that's.
Yeah, when he grabbed Vince. Damn, he damn near got fired for that shit. It wasn't for Joey Mercury and Triple H, I believe, because they Vince wanted to suspend him. Then he got it they talked him down to 60 days, which I still think was bullshit. But I understand.
But Brock Lesnar could throw a title at Vince McMahon and say, "You happy?" Like, what the fuck?
But it's Brock Lesnar. Ain't nobody gonna do it. Brock Lesnar throw a belt at me. I'm just gonna be like, hey man.
I don't know.
I might swing on him, but
I was gonna say I'll swing on him too.
I swing, but I know.
I watched enough of his UFC fights, and I know where his weak points is. Hit him in their gut.
All I'm gonna say is this much: if I swing at Brock Lesnar, I'm swinging for the fences. Damn it! I'm throwing him. Yeah, you better put all your might in, because if I miss, I'm like, oh, well, that's my ass if I miss.
Taking your ass to Suplex City.
I'm like, fuck.
That's all he good for, the damn German suplexes.
It's like, when she missed the punch, it's like, fuck. It's like, it was at this moment I knew I fucked up.
Yeah. But other than that, what else? Oh, Lana getting put through a table again. That's starting to get a little boring there because she been
I think what they're trying to do, and I keep hearing about this, I feel like they're trying to make her like a sympathetic baby face. And also, I read that Nia Jax might have injured.
Oh man, not my baby. I know. Damn.
I like you, Nia, but damn, come on.
Damn.
Nia, you can't be hurting, man.
I know.
But I don't know.
I can see hurting Charlotte. I don't condone nobody getting hurt. No, this is just a joke.
But yeah,
no hurt feelings.
But yeah, what's the old girl?
Lana.
Yeah, I think they're trying to build her as like a sympathetic baby face. I wouldn't be surprised if she's like the sole survivor of the women's Survivor Series.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Cause I'm just cause my thing is every week that they show her getting Samoan dropped through a table, what's the end game for this? I'm like,
it better be a good damn end game.
It better be some kind of payoff to this. Cause I'm like, you just having her go through a table every week, and it's like 8 times. I'm like, damn. At some point, she got to pinch the bitch at least. Yeah. Damn, she don't put no. She get grabbed like, nah. I'm like, you gotta rake her in the eye or something.
I know.
Like, you don't put no effort in.
You've been through it enough times. You like, okay, I got a plan now.
Put some mace, get a chopper or something.
Yeah. Like, hell, I'm gonna down, take some brass knucks and hit her in the head. Thought you got me up.
Exactly. That was the women's title match on Raw between Asuka and Nia Jax.
Yeah.
I think it was okay, and then I think it was a DQ finish because I want to say I think Asuka about put Nia in the Asuka lock.
Yeah, she did have her in it, and then Shayna Baszler hit her with the chair or something. I was like, man,
that's one of the biggest disservices to me right now on Raw. Putting
Nia.
Shayna Baszler in a I like Nia and I like Shayna, but Shayna does not. She don't like her character. Don't need nobody The only people I would have paired her with was Marina Shafir and what's the old girl?
Jessamine Duke.
Yeah, Jessamine Duke. Them, I would pair her with them.
Yeah.
And just have them just beating the hell out of them.
I think a lot of fans are still waiting for that damn horsewoman versus horsewoman match.
I mean, we gonna get that.
I don't think we're gonna get it now.
We gonna get that to about. It's possible we could probably get it at Mania.
Yeah.
If Becky
we gotta get Becky to drop that baby, get off of postpartum, and Charlotte Flair. I think she got some type of procedure done. She's in recovery right now for it.
I don't think Charlotte gonna be back till probably after the Rumble. She'll probably be back come WrestleMania.
In the ideal world, this would be a perfect opportunity for WWE to push some new females at the top, other than the women that they have, like the 4 horsewomen, pretty much.
That's all. I've been saying that for a while. I'm like, they got talented women though. That's the thing. Like, Asuka's been like the anomaly that they've had to push because as much as they tried to shit on Asuka, like she's made stuff work, and like I say, she can work face, heel. And to me, she's probably one of the better all-around women performer they have on.
And to me, like over on the SmackDown side of things, you got Bianca Belair. Like, I don't want to see Carmella get pushed because she's already had her time, and
I think she's just gonna be. I think she's just fodder for Sasha.
Yeah, but I'm waiting on that Bianca Belair. Like we ain't got too many black women being pushed. You got Sasha Banks.
They should push. Yep, I agree 100%. Yeah, Bobby, your last 2 minute comments, I 100% agree.
What was that?
He said the whole Lana thing is getting old. Facts.
Yeah.
And then he said they should push new female wrestlers. I agree.
Yeah.
The thing is, they have a deep talent pool. The thing is with WWE, they have a deep talent pool of women wrestlers, and like they push the demo disc. They only push a demo disc of women. Like they push Charlotte, Becky, Sasha.
Charlotte got pushed down. Not the Charlotte was moved. She went to Mars.
She got pushed through the whole damn solar system.
Hell, I think they was even discussing probably having her fight me. And I'm like, nah.
Like they had Sasha, Bailey, Charlotte, the 4 horsewomen, Alexa Bliss, and I want to say
she got pushed a lot too, but they cooled on her
because she kept getting injured.
Yeah,
and then like I said, they tried pushing They tried to push Lacey Evans as like the next big.
I think they can still. I think she's still salvageable. I think she's still salvageable. Get out that damn tag team now with Peyton Royce.
They put her. The problem with Lacey Evans was they put her in the women's title picture entirely too soon. Like she was still like, and my thing was she was green. Like they didn't like. And that's one thing with WWE. That's a problem that they have with when they bring men and women from the NXT roster. They'll bring them up, but with no like they don't have any
long-term plans.
Like it's short-term. Like we'll be like, they're gonna do something with like Ricochet.
Yeah.
Like Ricochet, I'm gonna go with another.
That was another good match. That's what I meant.
Right,
that was a good ass. Mustafa Ali. Yeah, that was a great match right there, man. Very competitive between them two guys.
They should put Ricochet in Retribution. Do something with him, man. The only knock on Ricochet is his mic skills. He can't talk. But
I think if you give him either a Valerie or manager that could serve as the mouthpiece for him, I think it'll work.
You know what? You just gave me a perfect idea, cuz. You know who they should? Well, never mind. Now I would say they could have used Lana at first, when like heel Lana, to give Ricochet like an arrogant heel, cause
his gimmick is like the one and only.
That's an arrogant. That's like you could keep the one and only thing, and just have him like arrogant, and cocky. Like I would at least put him in the Hurt Business. I'm the one and only.
Yep. And if you don't want to put Lana with him, I think Zelina Vega's on a different show now, so you can't put him with her. Peyton Royce or either Billie Kay. Well, Billie Kay really ain't too much of a talker. She's like listening to the nail on the chalkboard. But I think maybe Peyton Royce. Peyton Royce would be a good one for him. Come out there, she can wrestle at times or whatever, and sort of do like the Zelina Vega thing.
I'm still wondering why as much as I wasn't a fan of the Iconics, I'm like you. Why did they split them up? Like
put one in a different damn tag team with the single star.
And my thing is, if you're gonna split them, or if I would have done, if you were gonna split them, at least done it to where if you're gonna split them, or at least if you're gonna have Billie Kay the man, if I was gonna split them, I would have had Billie Kay as the manager, and I would have had Peyton Royce as the wrestler. Cause
that's what it seemed like when they split them, and then they was like, oh well, we're gonna remain friends, because Peyton Royce was having those singles matches and stuff. And Billie Kay was like, I'm just here for support. It seemed like she was in a managerial role. And
that's the thing. I think that could work because I think Peyton Royce is the better wrestler between the two.
Yeah.
And like you could have Billie Kay wrestle occasionally.
So like with James J. Dillon with the Horsemen. And every now and then he'd wrestle with the Horsemen.
Love the Iconics. Of course you do, Bobby.
You did? But
Your taste in wrestling is questionable.
how about that damn guitar on a pole match?
Hey man, Vince Russo was the GOAT for that, man.
Yo,
Vince Russo thought of that, man. He's a creative genius. Jim Cornette could never lace Vince Russo's shoes, bro. Jim Cornette's a bitter old man, bro.
I'm sitting there like, how the hell Elias lose his own damn match? Damn. But moving along, we're gonna move on to NXT. NXT last night was. Hold on. The first match from NXT. Let's talk about that damn shocker. Leon Ruff, newly signed NXT talent,
GOAT,
is now your new North American champion. He beat Johnny Gargano last night. Well, that's a damn shocker, man. That's like up there with the Milan Miracle with
Santino beating Umaga.
Yeah, that's up there for me. I was like, when I seen it, I was like, yo, he just beat damn Johnny. Oh shit, he's a damn new North American champion. I was like, man, that's a big ass shocker. And congrats to Leon Ruff on that big victory and stuff. I don't think he's gonna keep it long, but hell, anytime you see a brother win a championship, man, good thing for the people. What else happened? Pat McAfee and his little group.
I don't understand why they had Johnny lose to that guy.
Well, it's a
shock.
curse.
It was a shock.
Yeah, it was a shock. Well, they living on the thing too that Johnny Gargano doesn't defend the belt well.
He's like he's white Sasha Banks, basically.
Yeah.
But Sasha kind of redeemed herself, so
yeah.
I think Sasha she retained her title somewhere.
Yeah,
it was somebody.
It was out of the blue, man. Like,
yeah, and I think he's now the guy who's cursed who can't win.
You know what they might think? What I think they might be doing? Yeah, I think it might be taking a long shot now. You know how John Cena and Daniel Bryan both held the United States Intercontinental Champion, and they were fighting champions, and they exposed like new talent to WWE or somebody who deserves a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And they had great matches with them when they had the open title shots.
Yeah.
So I think like next week, Gargano's gonna win it back, and then he's gonna defend it again against another unknown person and loses it.
Don't mention that. Sorry, Russo. Man, Vince Russo's the GOAT, Bobby. I don't know what you're talking about. Vince Russo has been more creative than Jim Cornette ever was.
Jim Cornette's a historian. He's not a creative guy.
He's not as creative.
Vince Russo is a creative
Vince Russo
guy.
is responsible for the Attitude Era, bro.
And the Brawl for All.
And the Brawl for All, which is critically acclaimed, the greatest segment in wrestling history, bro.
Yo,
imagine a brawl off between Vince Russo and damn Riddle. That would be
bro.
Bro.
Bro, let me tell you, bro. I did like that Bro Lee with Keith Lee. He's like, Bro Lee. I was like, man, this dude here. But yeah, moving on to NXT, we seen some vignettes with not Xia Li, what's her name? Shotzi Blackheart, explaining why her tank getting destroyed by Candice LeRae was so emotional for her. Being Veterans Day, and she's talking about she comes from a military family, and that was her tribute to her family and stuff. So she's vowing, I guess, payback against Candice LeRae. And then we see another promo with what's his name, Tommaso Ciampa, where he's talking about the locker room and stuff, and he's trying to get back into the main event picture and stuff. So he's sort of been on the back burner for a while.
Yeah. Honestly, him and Gargano need to move up to the main roster.
They don't want to.
That's the thing. They don't want to. I know Ciampa doesn't want to because I don't think his body can take the schedule.
Well, now is actually the perfect time for them to do that because hell, they go there, they tape or whatever, and then they go home and stuff. Like they're not doing the what is it? The Dark Show tour or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So. Hell, now's the perfect time to move up and establish yourself, and then there's like no real crowd. So, whatever they're gonna do, if they're gonna experiment with you a little bit, it's that time right now to, I guess, get yourself over or whatever, or see what works and what doesn't work. So, You know, I think it's time for them to move up. To your truth,
It's big time for them. Like I
because
said,
NXT, like I heard somebody earlier saying something about NXT really don't have like much star power anymore. Like, you know, you got your stars down there, but like, you know, when you watch NXT before, you had like a lot of star power down there and stuff. And when they got called up, you're like, okay, now, you know.
but that's the thing. That's the problem too, though.
Oh,
A lot of those guys, when they get called up, they don't. They
Yeah.
like look at all of the who's who they've had at NXT. And remember, NXT was popping. I mean,
Yeah.
NXT is still a good show, a solid good show. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. But I said the reason, and this is my opinion here. The reason why that's why they're struggling so much in the Wednesday Night War
Yeah.
with AEW is it's not because